Hey, greetings again. So this video is for honestly, I want to say maybe teenagers up from I want to say 13 maybe to 19, I guess. This is for y'all because y'all the kids of today and in the future of tomorrow. You know, this is the future society, you guys are what's gonna make and build society what it is years from now, and I'm just letting y'all know right now, I ain't trying to bash y'all nothing, but a lot of y'all really gotta stop giving up on yourselves so easily. So if you're 13 to 19 or whatever, this is for you, because I'm 24. No, actually I lied. My birthday just passed. November 19th. Woo-hoo. Shout out to the November babies, Scorpios, if y'all into the signs. Team Scorpio. Anyways, you guys, that age group, I see a lot of you guys, and I interact with a lot of you, and my niece is 14. One thing I noticed with y'all, y'all give up easily. But I don't know if you guys give up easily because of your parents, your upbringing, or certain situations in your life. If that's the case, it's not really technically all your fault. It's just that your environment is probably a bit hectic. But one thing I want y'all kids to know, if it's meant for you guys to watch this video and you came across this video by random, this is for you guys, the younger ones. I know your parents must suck. Not in a rude way, but this is what I mean when I say this. You feel like your parents don't understand you. You feel like your parents don't understand the way your mind works. You feel like your parents don't understand your work ethic, or why you do the things you do or whatever, or why you reject stuff the way you reject stuff. Let's be real. This is private. This is between me and you, young kids, Y'all don't really want to work a 9 to 5. And I don't blame you. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. Who really likes to work a 9 to 5 unless it's their dream job? You know what I mean? This is something they want to do or whatever. Nobody. Let's be real. 9 to 5s, they're kind of trash. I'm not trying to bring them down. You still need it to survive and work in the society, at least, before you figure out what your purpose is and what dreams you want to do career-wise. But y'all young people, y'all don't really want to work at McDonald's or Walgreens or all this stuff. I'm just being honest with you. You still kind of need it in a sense to give you good work ethic and learn how to serve people. That's what I feel like those 9 to 5 jobs are also here for, to give you good work ethic and at least know the mindset of an employee. But eventually, I'm pretty sure y'all kids don't really want to do that for long term. Y'all eventually want to be your own bosses and run your own businesses and find something that you like and stick with it. Whether it's painting, what's that new thing now that kids talk about? NFTs, music, whatever it is that you find passion with and you feel like you can get paid to do it effortlessly, and it's something that doesn't feel like a job to you, go for it. Learn those things. But I understand where y'all kids are coming from, but I'm saying don't give up easily. Find something you like, stick with it, and then eventually try to use it as a source of income if you are a type of person that doesn't like the 9 to 5 setup, and even if you don't like the 9 to 5 setup, people might not agree with me on this, but you still got to work to survive. That's the reality of things. If you are I said 14, I said 13 to 19. Now, if you're 18, 19, you have certain living situations, because I know there's kids when they're 18, their parents kick them out. 18, 19, you gotta go. You gotta get your own apartment, all that stuff. Y'all now, you guys have to still work a 9 to 5, because how are you gonna put money on the table? Food on the table for yourself. Work your 9 to 5s, use wisdom. Work your 9 to 5s until your side gig is helping you, because you gotta use, like I said again, you gotta use wisdom. You know what I mean? Wisdom. Don't be like these people out here, even though these are great motivational stories. Please don't, because it doesn't feel good when you're homeless on the street begging for money and all this other stuff. That does not feel good at all. So don't try to get there. Even though you heard other celebrities did it, that's their business. You need to be wise with what you do, your money, where your money going from, saving your money, having goals, having goals and purpose for that money. You know what I mean? Save up that money for whatever you need to do, and then also make sure you cut that other part of the money for your rent and your bills and all that stuff. And slowly but surely you will get to, your side business, your side hustle will eventually be making more money for you to pay for your rent and other stuff. But it all takes time, and that's another thing. Consistency, process. Don't be hard on yourself. It's not like all this stuff is gonna happen overnight. But what I'm just seeing a lot in you young people is when you try to pursue something, you give up so fast. You're like, oh, it's too hard, I'm emotional, I can't control myself. No. If you have a hard time controlling your emotions, working a 9-to-5, dealing with people, or you feel like your social skills are not where you want them to be, guess what your best friend's gonna be today? Which this is usually everyone's best friend. Google. Your social skills are trash? Google. You want to learn how to help you have a more positive mindset or whatever? Google books. Watch motivational videos. Ask your parents if you're like 13 to like 17 or whatever. Ask your parents so you can see a therapist or a counselor or something. Someone that can help you figure out how to go through life and life's obstacles. Because I need you young people to know this. Life is not easy. Never says it was easy. It's gonna just get harder from here. But I'm not saying in a negative way. I'm just telling you the reality of things. It's not that life is hard. It's just that it feels hard because it's the reality of things. You gotta pay bills, you gotta pay rent, you gotta buy food, you gotta take care of your family if you have kids, if you got kids or husband, whatever. That's the reality of things. You know what I mean? That is what if your parents didn't have a lot of money? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure y'all would wear like not poor clothes, but like just average looking clothes. Y'all can't get all the latest brands and sneakers and all this stuff and blah blah blah. Reality of things. I need you young people to open your mind and your eyes to the reality of things. Life has responsibilities, consequences, and all this stuff. And when your parents get old, you gotta eventually take care of them because they won't be able to work forever. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to take on those responsibilities, and that's not to stress you out. Take your time because you're still young. But what I'm saying is, don't let so much time pass by to where it's like you're 20, you're in your late 20s or you're in your 30s, and then it's like you don't know what to do. You kind of just like, what's going on? Like don't do that. Be positive. A lot of y'all kind of like say negative stuff over yourself. Like my niece, I don't mean to put her business out like that. I'm just gonna say a little bit of it. She like says stuff, and her friends says stuff about her too, and she says it, but they say they're joking. Oh, I'm ugly. Oh, ha ha ha, I'm a jit. I'm an ugly jit. Or girl, you ugly. You an ugly girl. Like they say all these negative stuff, or kill yourself. Like they'll be like, okay, like they say all these negative stuff to each other, and I don't like it. Even if it's a joke, that's not a funny joke because people don't understand words have power. And whenever you guys get a chance, there's a YouTube video that talks about these plants. These people talk to a plant. One says good things to the plant, the other one says negative stuff to the plant. The plant with the negative words that they spoke over the plant died, and then the other one lived. It just goes to show you, even if it's a joke or not a joke or whatever, words have power. Just point blank period. Words have power. You're better off saying something else than calling your friend the B word, ugly, because low key, it's hurting the person's self-esteem. Whether they know it's a joke or not, it doesn't matter. Words hurt, and that's why I wish you kids could like 13 to 19 understand that. Like you think it's not a big deal, but in reality it is a big deal. When you get older, you'll understand. When you're my age and older and all that stuff, you'll understand it's a big deal. See, all my friends, I've never called them the B word. I've never called them ugly or any of that stuff because I know I wouldn't want to be called like that. If you wouldn't want to be called ugly or whatever, why would you call other people ugly? You know what I mean? And a lot of y'all have low self-esteem. A lot of y'all I see these TikToks where they're like, oh, I'm ugly, or what do you think of me? Rate me from a 1 to 10. Like what? Why you want other random people to rate you? Love yourself. You're beautiful. You're handsome young man. You know, you're a beautiful young woman. Don't have people rating you. Like my niece, she go on Instagram talking about I'm an ugly Haitian jit. I'm like, why would you ask her bio? Her bio. I'm like, why would you put that on your bio? I'm an ugly Haitian jit. Y'all, I ain't gonna tell you nothing where to find my niece, because you ain't gonna find her, because my sister, her mother deleted the stuff on Instagram, so you won't be able to see it, because I know how y'all YouTubers are. I know how y'all, you know, my fans or whatever, the subscribers, I know how y'all audience is trying to look up stuff you ain't supposed to be looking at. Anyways, but yeah, she's talking about I'm an ugly Haitian jit. And then one of her TikToks was like, oh, you want to see an ugly yellow Haitian jit? I'm like, no. Why do you put that on your bio? You're setting a standard of how people should treat you. If you call yourself ugly, ratchet and jit or whatever, how do you think people are going to respect you? They're not. Because if you don't respect yourself or love yourself and get to a place where you work on your heart and work on your emotions, get therapy, get counseling, talk to your parents, find someone where you can, or if your parents are not the type of people to where you can open up to them, definitely get a counselor or someone that you trust that's an older person that has wisdom and is very positive. You know what I mean? Don't just go to any adult, because not all adults are good adults. Go to one that's positive and that's they're going places in life and they have healthy habits. Because see, if I was your auntie, y'all kids out here, I would tell y'all, to be honest, to go Google how to work on your social skills, or to go Google how to work on self-control with your emotions, or how to be able to get out those negative emotions. For example, I remember when I was younger, I was like 19 or whatever, or 20 or something like that. This lady that mentored me a long time ago, I remember she told me, you know, it's really hard to you know, express anger, because you know, when you're angry, you want to yell at people, you want to hit people, want to throw stuff, all this stuff, blah blah blah. Okay, she told me, when you get angry or when you're in that dark place in your brain and stuff, instead of yelling at the person or whatever, you know what I mean, and you feel you're getting hot and you can't think right now because you're so built up with negative energy and negative emotions and anger and all that stuff, she told me, get a vase, get a glass cup or something, go buy a garbage dumpster or whatever, take that vase or that glass cup and smash it and scream and let all that anger out and be like, ah! You know, when I did it, it felt great. So it's just like, find ways for you young people, because I know life is hard. I know it's the emotional roller coaster, especially with this whole, you know, pandemic stuff and all this stuff going on. Life is getting more stressful with this whole virus and all this other stuff. But there's ways to cope and go through the stress and the pain and stuff like that. Because when you guys understand, this pain creates character development, you know what I mean? And you may not understand it now, but when you're older, you'll see that what you thought was for your, you know, bad, it was actually for your good, and it made you who you are today. You know what I mean? So like I said, find ways to let out that anger, find ways to whatever, you know, throw a vase, scream, get that negative energy out, and once it's out, calm yourself down and be more level-headed, and then go talk to the person and explain to them whatever it is y'all need to talk about, you know. But I just want to say this to y'all young people, please, we need you. Don't get discouraged when life gets hard. It just means you got to fight back harder. And even when you're emotional, feel negative emotion, find someone, an adult, a wise adult, a mature adult, not just any adult, but find a good, wise adult, you know, to talk to about these things, so they can help you figure out, you know, an outlet or whatever, how to get through things and stuff like that. Because we need you young people, because when I'm old and all these other people are old, we gonna be looking at y'all for the answers. So, you know, we need y'all to, like, you know, step it up. Not in a bad way, but step it up as in stop being, you know, scared of how things are going, and just work on yourselves. The time that you're not, going to school or whatever, and you're not, doing, you have like your free time. Anytime you had free time, take some of that free time and, work on yourself, work on your character, work on your behaviors, work on your mannerisms. I know you like watch TikTok, watch motivational TikToks. You know what I mean? Just begin to work on yourself, young people. Even if you don't have a 9 to 5, that's okay. But make YouTube videos. You know what I mean? If you don't have a 9 to 5, that's okay. Make YouTube videos. Do something. You know what I mean? Don't just let your free time be solely your free time. It's good time to have free time, but you always want to have a balance in your life. Sometimes you could take a little bit of that free time, sacrifice a little bit of that free time, and use it as what's it called? I can't say these words sometimes. That's what I get for being Haitian. Anyways, because I'm Haitian. But productive. Use that to in your productive time. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you're not gonna be young forever. You gotta eventually find some way to make a source of income, at least to survive in this world. You know what I mean? So, like I said, the times that you have your free time, you're watching YouTube videos and TikTok, use that to your advantage. Watch YouTube videos, how to start a YouTube channel, how to, get more subscribers, how to, watch TikTok, how to build your TikTok, and, whatever product or whatever thing you're trying to get out there, use your free time for that, just because you never know, you could get rich off of it, whatever. And it's not about money's not the goal, but I'm saying it's an exchange. You're helping people, whatever your content is, and then you're going to get, whatever profits you get in return, and it just goes back around again, and then you're putting positive vibes in the world. So it's just like, so all I got to say is, to sum it all up, young people, we need you, we believe in you. I know you got this. Don't give up. This is a sign for you, ages 13 to 19. You guys got this. I believe in you. Don't give up, and you can push past the obstacles in life, because you know what? You guys are the people of the future, the society of the future. So I'm happy for you all, okay?